listeners. So praying that Krishna bestows his mercy on all of us. Garima, do you want to chant?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, do
21
slow.
times, right?
21 times, the whole mantra, each holy name, clearly, distinctly, not too slow, not too fast, so that everyone can chant along with you on mute. And you do it in without mute. Okay?
Okay, Mataji. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Wonderful, Garima. And your little brother Krishna is so cute near you. Krishna, right? His name?
Yeah, Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shama Gauri. Nice to see you, Shama Gauri.
Yeah, I remember the classes you took in the Mahabharata.
Right. Wonderful. Okay. So let us go today. Oops. Mataji, can you give me a participant sharing screen? So what chapter are we doing now? Anyone remembers what chapter are we doing now? Mataji?
Oh, sorry, Mataji. I didn't give you. I gave you now.
Okay. Oops. Oh, I shared the wrong screen. Okay. Okay, so let's did the prayers, and we are doing chapter 16 now. Who wants to recite the 3 verses that we did in chapter 2 verses that we did from chapter 16 so far? 16.1, 16.2. Anyone who knows is welcome to recite. Prahalad, are you playing, Prahalad?
Can you repeat the question, Mataji?
Who can chant? Can you do 16.1? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vivastitihi Dhanam Damasya Yajnasya Svadhyaya Sapajavam.
Thank you, Prahlad. Who can do 16.2? Brinda can do, right? Vikyat, do you want to do?
Sure, Mataji. Ahimsa satyam akrodas tyaga shantir apayshunam daya bhuteshvalo luptam mardavam hrir achapalam.
Very good, Vikyat. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, so we are going to anyone else? Balavrinda, do you want to chant?
This is Balavinda. What did you say?
Do you want to do 16.1 and 16.2?
Yes, Mataji, you're 16.1. Oh, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vivastita
Dhanam.
Dhanam Damasya Yajnasya Svadhyaya Sapajavam. Ahimsa Satyam Akrodas Tyaga Shantir Apayshunam Daya Bhuteshvaro Luptam Madhavam Veerachapalam.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so Radha Priya. You joined first time, new Radha Priya? Okay, so let's do the third verse. Shama Gauri, Garima, everyone pay attention. We are going to do this verse, okay? Repeat after me. Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucham.
Tejakshama drute shaucham.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucham.
Tejakshama Dhriti Saucham.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucham.
Tejakshama Dhriti Saucham.
Very good, Prahlad. Shama Gauri, I could hear only two of you. Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucham.
Tejakshama Dhriti Socha.
Very good. Thank you, Garima. So next line. Adroho nati manita.
Adroho nati manita.
Adroho nati manita. Adroho nati manita.
Adroho manita.
It's not nati manitaha. It's manita. Adroho nati manita.
Adroho nati manita.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Tejakshama dhriti shaucham.
Tejakshama dhriti saucham.
Adroho nati manita.
Adroho nati manita.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Bhavanti sampadam daivim.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Who wants to recite this verse?
Can I say this verse, Mataji? This is Prahlad.
Yes, Prahlad.
Tejakshama dhriti saucham adroho nati manita. Bhavanti sampadam daivim. Abhijatasya bharata.
Thank you, Prahlad. Who else wants to say recite this verse? It's quite easy.
Mataji, can I say the sloka?
Yes, please go ahead.
Tejakshama dhriti saucham adroho nati manita. Bhavanti sampada
Adam daivim.
daivi abhijatasya bharata.
Very good, Shama Gauri. Wonderful.
Can I say?
Yes, Garima.
Tejakshama dhriti saucham adroho nati manita. Bhavanti sampadam devim abhijatasya bharata.
Wonderful, Garima.
Can I see Mataji?
Yes, Vikyat.
Tejakshamatrite shaucham adroho nati manita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata.
Wonderful, Vikyat. Very good. So, we are going to do the synonyms race. I'm going to say the English and let me see who can say the Sanskrit first. O son of Bharata.
No, Asana Bharata.
Bharata. Okay, good job. That is Garima, right?
Yes.
The transcendental nature.
Daivim.
Davin.
Vikyat and Prahlad, good job. Freedom from envy.
Adroho.
Adroho.
Good job, Garima and Vikyat. Not.
No.
No.
Na. Good job, Vikyat and Prahlad. Forgiveness.
Oh, Shama.
Good job, Prahlad and Shama Gauri. Fortitude.
Dhriti.
Good job, Garima, Shama Gauri, Prahlad. Cleanliness.
Saucham.
Good job, Vikyat, Prahlad, Garima. And vigor.
What?
Vigor.
Teja.
Good job, Prahlad. Expectation of honor.
Atimanita.
Good job, Garima. Of one who's born of.
Abhijatasya.
Good job, Prahlad. The qualities.
Sampadam.
Good job, Prahlad and Garima. Are.
Bhavanti.
Mataji, Bhavanti.
Good job, Shama Gauri and Prahlad. Okay, now I'm going to read the verse line by line, and you need to tell me the meaning of only that line, okay? Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucham.
Vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, and yeah.
Very good.
Cleanliness.
It's Vera,
Okay, good
forgiveness,
job.
and fortitude.
Next line. Adroho Nati Manita.
Freedom from envy.
Cleanliness,
Exception of honor.
no, envy, freedom from envy, and not.
Good job, Garima. Freedom from enemy and not expectation of honor, right? That's what is the meaning of that line. Okay, now the third line. Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim.
Transcendental qualities.
Bhavanti
Bhavanti or Sampada, the
No,
qualities and
you
things.
don't say like that, Shama Gauri. You need to make a meaningful sentence. So the qualities born are of transcendental nature. That's the meaning. Okay, last line. Abhijatasya Bharata. Vikyat, can you say the meaning?
Yes, Mataji. Of one who is born with, O son of Bharata.
Okay, good job. Okay, translation. Garima, can you read the translation?
Mataji, can I read the translation?
Yes, Garima.
Vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belonging to godly men endowed with divine nature.
Wonderful, Garima. Okay, now Vikyat, can you tell me how many qualities are mentioned here?
6.
6. Very good. So, so we are going to, can you tell me what is fortitude, Vikyat?
Steadiness, like in all circumstances, you're not shaken.
Wonderful. Yes, in all circumstances, being steady and not shaken is fortitude. So Krishna is saying these transcendental qualities are belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. Means a person who's godly and who's endowed with divine nature has all these qualities. Okay. Okay. Now, Prahlad, can you read this slide?
Okay, Mataji. Teja, vigor, Shama, forgiveness. The word Tejas used here is meant for the Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas should always be very strong to be able to give protection to the weak. They should not pose themselves as non-violent. If violence is required, they must exhibit. But a person who is able to curb down his enemy may, under certain conditions, show forgiveness. He may excuse minor offenses.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prahlad. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Mataji. Not now, Mataji.
Are you able to hear?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay. So, Kushi, what does Tejas mean, Kushi?
Vigor.
Vigor, very good. So, can anyone explain what does vigor mean? You can Google and tell also the meaning.
Maybe energy, Mataji, or like passion.
Right. Being energetic, being powerful, being with so much strength, right? So why should the Kshatriya be powerful and have so much strength?
So they can protect.
They can protect the weak, because sometimes there are very there are anti-communal elements like thieves and other people, and they want to plunder the people. But if the police force is not strong enough, how can they curb the thieves, right? So that is the that is why the Kshatriya should be strong. And is violence all time bad, Garima?
Yes, Mataji.
Is violence always bad, or
Violence is not always there.
violence is not always bad? Because sometimes we need to curb the miscreants. They may use to need violence when it is required, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not always bad, because you need to fight for your right. Like when a thief comes and like takes your child away, you cannot just tell him like, give me my child. You have to actually like fight with him.
Right. Yeah. So that's why, we must so when violence is required, then they must exhibit it. Okay. So, but because they are able to, they shouldn't be without forgiveness. That's why the second word is kshama. Kshama means forgiveness, and they can excuse minor offenses. And even though they may be able to kill the enemy, they should sometimes forgive. Can you give some examples for this? Great Kshatriyas, kings, who have expressed, who have demonstrated forgiveness. Yes, Shama Gauri?
I guess Yudhishthira.
Yeah. So where? How he exhibited forgiveness?
So like Yudhishthira is like what do you say? Yudhishthira is he's basically like the king, and he's basically like forgiving everyone, because when he like does for a mistake, he to apologize or something.
Okay, that's a different thing. When we do a mistake, we apologize. But even when somebody else does a mistake, he forgives. Yes, Yudhishthira is a very good example. Okay. Anybody else? Can you give one example from Ramayana? Especially from the Yuddha Kanda.
Ravana.
Very good. Can you explain, Vikyat?
Lord Ram was ready to make Ravana the king of Ayodhya. Like he was ready to forgive him, but he was not ready to surrender. Ravana was not ready.
Very nice example. Good job, Vikyat. Rama said that the last day, even the Ravana was the only one left also. Lord Rama said, you give back Sita, I will make you the king again. I will get back all into life who missed. So, but still, he did not listen. Okay, so here we are going to see another story from Mahabharata. I think Shama Gauri knows this. So this is from chapter 14 of Mahabharata in part 1. It's burning the Kandava forest. So Krishna and Arjuna were there, and once in the Indraprastha, Arjuna said, it's very hot, let's go for picnic, Krishna. At that time, there was a Brahmana who came and then asked them that, can you give me something in charity, please? And whenever a Brahmana asks something in charity, Kshatriyas never say what they don't say.
No.
Good job, Garima. Never say no. So since he asked for charity, they said, yes, we will give you charity. Please ask. Then the Brahmana turned his form into real form, and there was a blazing fire all around him. So actually it was Agni Dev. And Agni Dev said that I want to eat the herbs in the Kandava forest. And this Kandava forest is there. And then why do I want to eat the herbs? Because so many people in the yajna, they put fire. What you put in the yajna, in the fire?
Yeah, put in rice.
Yes, ghee, a lot of ghee, right? Mainly yajna is, although you put rice and other stuff, mainly it is ghee. So because they put lot of ghee, and when you eat a lot of ghee, what happens?
You become too full and you become sick.
Exactly, Garima. So the demigods are also like that. They have more subtle body, good bodies than ourselves, but they also have problems like this. So he said, everyone offers me ghee and I have eaten too much ghee and I have indigestion problem and I need to eat the herbs. That means I need to devour the whole Kandava forest to get to the herbs. But when I start devouring the Kandava forest, Indra always sends rain. Why? Because Indra's friend Takshaka is there in the Kandava forest. So Indra's friend Takshaka is there in the Kandava forest, and whenever I try to devour, Indra puts rain and extinguishes because to save Takshaka. So now, can you please help me both so that I can devour. So then he gave Gandiva to Arjuna, and in this pastime he gave Sudarshan Chakra to Krishna, and he gave a beautiful invincible chariot to Arjuna. And then Arjuna started making a wall, an umbrella of arrows over the huge forest, that not even a drop of rain could go through the arrow wall into the forest. So Agni started devouring, and then it was an arrow, and Indra started putting rain. So the rain couldn't come inside, and Sudarshan Chakra was circling on top of the rain, on top of the arrow, and evaporating all the water. And so the Kandava forest, like if all the living entities were trying to flee, and whoever was trying to run away was killed by Arjuna. Those are very demoniac living entities, demoniac beasts and other Rakshasas. But somehow I think Takshaka escaped, right? Takshaka escaped to heaven when Arjuna was a little bit like Indra put a weapon, and there was a big fight between Arjuna and Indra, and all the demigods came to support Indra. Even then, they could not fight or defeat with Arjuna. Why?
Because he had Krishna on his side.
Wonderful,
Krishna is on
Shamagoli.
the side,
Yes.
and the demigods are all the demigods are not even like strong enough to be with Krishna.
Yeah, compared to Krishna, they are not. But compared to Arjuna, they are very, very strong because Arjuna was a human being. But still here, this story proves that how by taking shelter of Krishna, Arjuna was invincible. So finally, there was a demon, Maya Danava. So he came running out of the Kandava forest. When Arjuna was about to kill him, he came and fell at Arjuna's feet. And then he said, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, and I will do something good to you. So because he took shelter of Arjuna, Arjuna showed forgiveness there. Although Arjuna could have very easily killed him, he did not kill him. So Maya Danava then told Arjuna that I want to give you a boon. Ask from me whatever you want. But Arjuna was a pure devotee. Arjuna said, I don't want to do anything, but do something for my friend Krishna. He wanted to engage Maya Danava in Krishna's service. But Krishna asked Maya Danava to build a magical palace for the Pandavas. You can see Arjuna wanted something for Krishna, and Krishna asked Maya Danava something for Arjuna. So that is the friendship, right? Transcendental friendship. So then Maya Danava said, yes, I got so many valuable gems and the jewels and other pillars that is not even found in the earthly planet. When I went to the heavenly planet, I had took all of these and I had saved them in a particular forest, in a hiding place. I'm going to bring all of them and make you a wonderful palace. So that is the glory of the friendship. And here we see how Arjuna was a Kshatriya. Arjuna was never afraid. At the same time, he showed forgiveness also. Okay, next, Shaucham. Let me see. Who wants to read this? Garima, yes.
Saucham means cleanliness, not only in mind and body, but in one's dealings too. Also, it is especially meant for the mercantile people who should not deal in the black market. Nati manita, not expecting honor, applies to the Shudras, the worker class. It is the duty of the Shudras to offer respect to the higher class for the upkeep of the social order.
Wonderful. Thank you. So I want you to reflect on how we can be clean. Can anyone tell? Yes, Garima?
By not stealing and by not eating like sin and when you follow the regulative principles, it is like Shocham.
Wonderful. By not stealing, by not lying, and following the regulative principles, that is cleanliness. Very nice, Garima. Vikyat?
By not watching things that are not clean.
Wonderful, Vikyat. By staying away from things that are dirty. Because if you watch some things that are dirty, that are not good, then those thoughts enter, creep into the mind, and then the mind starts thinking that, and then we again become very unclean. Very good point. Who else can say how we can be clean? Kushi? Do you want to say anything, Kushi?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Prahlad?
What's the question?
Okay, so you were playing. So, question is, can you tell me how we can be clean in the body and in the mind?
In the body, you can clean your room and you can take a bath. You can every day. And in the mind, you can chant the holy name by cleaning the heart.
Wonderful, Prahlad. Very nice answer. So, body is you can take a bath and remain clean in the morning. Not that simply stand under the shower for half an hour and don't put soap at all, then rush around. No, actually, you clean the body nicely and then wear clean clothes. Help your mom to clean the room. All those things. If the room is cluttered, then the mind is also cluttered, right? So clean room is clean mind, clean clothes, then it's very good. And you told a very nice point, Prahlad, by chanting the holy names of the Lord, the mind is cleansed. Okay. So Shaucham in mercantile people means people who do business. So what is black market? Anyone knows what's black market?
Yeah, I know what's a black market.
Yes, what is it, Prahlad?
Like I think I know what it is. It's like a market where you it's a cheating market. So it's like you cheat people for the like stuff. Usually it's money or it's usually something.
Very good. Yes. So we are cheating. That's black market means like not the money that is not accountable by the government. The people don't pay taxes. And so they don't get it in the paper. So sometimes there is box full of cash. You can see this happening in the movies and also real time. People who want to hide the cash, they will bring a suitcase full of cash and then underworld people, they give to someone, bribe someone. So all those things are black market. But you know what? They don't understand that every penny that they steal like this is being watched and noted, and they will be given sufficient punishment for the same. Right? Why? Because so when they cheat now and they grab a lot of money, then in the next life, even if they deserve to have money, they will be carrying money. They would be very sincere workers. They will work so hard and they will just get enough money, but somebody will come and take the money and run away. At that time, they will be very morose. Oh, Krishna, oh God, why are you doing this? I'm so sincere. No. But in the last life, you did so much things, right? So Krishna is watching as Paramatma. All the devas are watching. So it's very, it's not safe to do even immoral things like dealing in the black market. We need to pay for it. Okay. Nati manita. Na ati manita means thinking. Ati manita means thinking too much of oneself. But as a class, Shudras means worker class. Basically, all of us are either engaged in business or working for someone. So we need to offer all respect to the higher class. In fact, Krishna says that all the people in Kali Yuga are Shudras. So what is the teaching of Lord Chaitanya with respect to giving respect to others? You remember the verse? Yes, Vikyat, can you go ahead?
Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishrana
Amanina.
amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari.
Thank you. Can you tell the meaning?
One second. Be as humble as a blade of grass, as tolerant as a tree, expecting no respect for oneself, but giving all respects to others. In this way, we can constantly chant the holy name.
Wonderful. Haribol, Vikyat. Such a nice translation instantly. Very good. Yes. So we should always offer respect to others. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Okay. Who wants to read this? Kushi?
Can I read this? This is for
Prahalad, can I give the chance to Kushi, please, this time?
okay.
Thank you, Prahalad. Kushi, do you want to read?
Yeah, Mataji. All these 26 qualifications mentioned are transcendental qualities. They should be cultivated according to the different status of social and occupational order.
Yes, the next point also, Kushi.
The purpose is that even though material conditions are miserable, if these qualities are developed by practice by all classes of men, then gradually it is possible to rise to the highest platform of transcendental realization.
Thank you, Kushi. So what these 26 qualifications, why should they be cultivated? The first, second, and third verses, we saw so many good qualities, right? The answer is from the slide. Why should we cultivate them?
To rise to the highest platform of transcendental realization.
Wonderful, Vikyat. Yes. Without cultivating these qualities, can we rise to the highest platform of transcendental realization? No. So it is not possible. So only because of that, we are cultivating it. How to cultivate this? By memorizing these qualities, can we get these qualities? Okay. How? How do we cultivate this?
By doing devotional service.
Okay, that's a broad answer, but I want an answer from the slide.
By practice.
Wonderful, Vikyat. Yes, by practice. So we need to practice this, right? So we need to practice being cleanliness, clean, practice being not envious, practice being non-violent. All these things, when we practice, then we can slowly rise up to the transcendental platform. So can someone explain this picture here? Those who have not answered so far. Tulasi Manjari, nice to see you. Anyone wants to explain the picture here?
Mataji,
Yes, Shama Gauri.
I think like there are these like peoples like from the higher planets to the lower planets or
So
something.
did you see the qualities that is written in the steps?
Yes,
That is,
envy, ignoring or something.
yes, Rajas, Tamas, and then because of these qualities, what happens? A person is
The
dragged
person
downwards. But there are some
dragged
qualities.
downwards, so it's in like lower.
Yeah. So, but then the divine qualities
But
that
the
makes the
divine
person
qualities
goes
are
up to serve Radha and Krishna. Okay, so that's the meaning of this. Okay, so let us do the 3 shlokas together. Who wants to do? You don't need to memorize. You can just see.
Prahlad.
Yes, Prahlad, and then
All
Vikyat.
three. Can I do all 3 shlokas?
Yes, all 3 shlokas.
Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Tanam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyaya Stapaajavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrojas Tyaga Shantira Paishunam Daya Bhutvesha Lolupvam Madhavam Bhira Chapalam Teja Kshamadriti Saucham Adroho Natimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Avijatasya Bharata.
Wonderful. Vikyat?
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Danam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodas Tyaga Shantir Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshva Loluptam Mardavam Hrera Chapalam Teja Kshama Dhrite Shaucham Adroho Natimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata.
Wonderful, Vikyat. Shama Gauri?
okay. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samsu Abhayam Sattva Samsudhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti Danam Damsha Yajnascha
Yajnascha
Savadhyaya
Swadhyayas
Sadhyayastapa
Tapa
Arjavam Abhimyasya
Ahimsa
Abhimsa Satyam Akrodas Tyaga Santir Apaishunam Daya Bhutesva Aloluptam Mardavam Hir Achapalam Tejkshamadriti Saucham Ardoho Natimanita
Very good.
Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasva Bharata.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Shama Gauri. Garima?
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damashta Yagyascha Sadhayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodas Tyaga Shantira Paishunam Daya Bhutesha Loloptam Madhavam Hira Chapalam Teja Shamadriti.
Garima, you are on mute.
Sorry, Mataji. Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
No, we heard till Teja Kshama.
Okay. Teja Shamaditi Shacham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Samvadam Devim Avijatasya Bharata.
Beautiful. Very wonderful. Very nice. Okay. So, Tulasi Manjari, do you want to read the meaning?
Yes,
Tulsi?
Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
All of them?
Yes.
Okay. Shri Bhagavadgita Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha Svadhyayastapa Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas Tyaga Shantirapaishunam Daya Bhuteshvaloptvam Madhavam Hrir Achapalam Tejakshamadriti Shaucham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Apichatasya Bharata. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Thank you. So, Prahlad, do you want to read the meaning of this?
Okay, should I read the meaning of all the four
Yes,
sentences?
from here, the Supreme Personality of
Okay.
Godhead said.
Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy, and from the passion of honor. These, the transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature.
Very good. Thank you, Prahlad. So this is what we will do. We will learn for this week. Please just recite these 3 verses every day, and then you will be able to understand the meaning. And we will make a Kahoot next week with all these verses. Okay. So any other questions?
Mataji, I don't think I will be available next Monday.
Oh, okay. No problem. Whoever is available, I also don't know whether there will be class or there will be
Mataji,
special.
I don't have any class, so I can attend the Kahoot.
Okay. Okay.
Mataji, I will go now.
Okay,
I'm
everyone
a
can.
little
We will
tired.
all go now because it's 9:15 here in EST time. Thank you all very much for joining.
Bye.
It was fun reading the shlokas with you and hearing all your realizations. I like you all very much. Thank you for joining, my dear kids. Thank you, Vikyat, Kushi, Garima, Shama Gauri, Tulasi Manjari, Radha Priya, and Prahlad, and Balavrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavnebhyo
Patitanam
Vaishnavebhyo
Pavanebhyo
namo
Vaishnavebhyo
namaha.
Namo Namah. Ananta
Hari
Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai. Garima ki jai. Shama Gauri ki jai. Vikyat ki jai.
All little kids.
Jai.
Jai.
Vinita
Hari bol.
Kandarvika Mataji and Lalitangi Radha Mataji
Srila
ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Bye dear kids.
Mataji ki jai.
Everyone.